Alright, how's it going, guys? So I ramped up the algae production, like I said, so we got a lot more algae coming in now. But we actually are running back on wood pellets, which is a good thing. But the reason is because we're not using all the carbon dioxide we're making, which is because when I set this up, I did it right, but I did it wrong. And I'll explain. I did it so that these would run off the carbon dioxide that they're making, which is correct, but it's incorrect in the fact that I need them to... This is not going to work the way I want it. It's not going to feed carbon dioxide down into this system, which I kind of need it to. So I'm going to revamp this setup, and then we're going to look at making the carbon from the algae as well. So what I'm going to do, just because I'm a skin flint, is I'm going to let this run down as low as it can go, and then I'm going to take this tank, really at stop putting more in there. Alright, well that pipe is empty. Let's go ahead and take that out of there. Alright. That is as empty as it's going to get. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to make a little room here. And we're going to have... Which, can't we make those better tanks now that we did the... Yeah, we can make these storage tanks, which hold 25k, which isn't that much better. Let's see, there's storage tank all corners. I don't know what the difference is. Then we also have the petrochem oil tank, which can hold 150k. We have the gas tank, which can hold 200k. And we have the Jax 35 pressure tank, which can hold 350. And I don't know that we need 350 for carbon dioxide. I actually don't even know that we need more than the inline tank here, but I do want this regular storage tank that has multiple ways in and out here. So we're gonna do let's see, we're gonna put that there, and we're gonna run this up there, and that's going to fill from here. And then we're going to take this one out of here for the moment, which is the one that was filling this. And we're actually going to run, well, that kind of screwed up now, didn't it? Alright, we're going to run this down like that, and we're going to let that fill from there. And now that should keep that pretty good and full. And I think what we're actually going to do, because I could run this, let me think a minute. Because I could run this down like I am, and then I can run it back up from the tank. That way the tank is a buffer for everything. And we could actually put a top up right here that it would only fill this tank from that if we're low. And then I could run the output back up. But I think for right now, I'm just going to let it feed both and see how this works. So that should now take care of feeding the carbon dioxide over to here, that's making our purified water and our carbon monoxide, which is being used for making our military science packs. And also we can basically get rid of this because this is not going to be used anymore. We're never going to be feeding coal into that. So we probably should put in something to make sure that this stays full. We could do a pump, or we could do an overflow this way. And I think that's what we're going to do. So that'll send carbon dioxide that way first. And if the output is over a certain limit, then it'll send it this direction. Because we need to make sure that this is able to run before anything else, since this is what's making our carbon dioxide. And we'll see if this can actually keep up with the carbon dioxide we need for running that. Now, it looks like we're doing good on our algae production. And hey, it looks like we're actually doing good on coke production for the moment. Awesome. So we're making enough coke. We can always ramp this up if we need. We're using up our sulfuric wastewater as quick as we need to. Alright, so down yonder here, we had set up one of these down here to provide coke over here for our nickel, which is not running at the moment, which I need to figure out. Oh, nickel's coming down. Okay. But it's not going to get any more carbon soon because we have our mineralized water here that's not being taken care of. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to send the sulfuric water from here up to our regular plant up there. I'm going to send the mineralized water we have down here up there, just being a skin flint again. Basically, I'm going to get rid of all of this here. I'm going to send the sulfuric wastewater up there and let it be taken care of up there. And this is carbon for making carbon monoxide. we'll go ahead and leave that there. But even though this is an infinite resource, basically, I still want to be cheap. So I'm going to run both of these up there, off camera obviously. And I'm also going to take out this that we had put in to run carbon up there as an emergency, because we're not going to need it any longer. Since we fixed all of that. Alright, get all of that out of there. Now, before I go and mess with all of that, let's go look at a couple of things. One, sulfur dioxide. We're currently using lead and oxygen to do that, but we want to start using sulfur, or at least looking into other ways of making it. So we have purified water and calcium sulfite. Calcium sulfite is going to come from progalina, from bilic, phosphorus, fluoride. Alright, so we're not using that. And that's our only real way of doing it right now. So we need to look at how well we're doing on oxygen production, which we have this flare stack that we can get rid of our hydrogen if we have to. And it doesn't look like anything's running because we're actually full up on oxygen at the moment, and we're not using it there, but that's because we're not using enough of the lead. Our lead is actually backed up, which is causing an issue for our nickel, so we're not getting any more piercing bullets, which it's nice that we're actually getting those in well. So I guess the first thing is make a silo for our lead. We could always do the lead plates, make a silo for them, because currently the lead is only going out for making our bullets, but they're going to be going out for batteries as well soon. We can use them with iron rods to make the yellow science pack, which currently we're using iron gears and copper to do. We could also change it over to wooden chest and stone pipes, which we have both of those now automated, so that wouldn't be a bad idea either. And eventually we could even go to oxygen and carbon dioxide once we get the carbon dioxide taken care of better. So we can go ahead and do that. Let's make a... Never remember where this thing is. Where is these silos at? Not there, not there. That's all silicon. Oh, it's in the very first one. Alright, so we'll make a silo. and we'll put this in basically right here. We'll just have to give it a little bit of power. And there we go. That'll take care of that issue. Our nickel can run again. And our lead can just go into that silo. I probably should change this out just in case. Kind of weird that we go from needing the lead and not the nickel to now the other way around. So we've got the oxygen. Since we have that oxygen, we can actually use that to make our sulfur dioxide out of our sulfur. And that's going to be like the best option we have, other than doing the lead. We do need to save some of the sulfur back because we need it for explosives. Because we can either use glycerol liquid, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid to make explosives, or eventually toluene, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. But right now it's going to be coal, sulfur, purified water, and that's going to make our explosives. That will eventually get us into our rockets that we need, so we can have a nice rocket launcher. But we can also, if we choose to, use it for military science, which I don't think I'm going to be doing, but I can use it for cliff explosives, which I love these things. Use to build water. Right click to mine built tiles. Yeah, so this is going to do nothing but make me... Basically, I could almost use those blasting charges if I wanted to surround myself with water, like cut all of this through here to cut off biters being able to get in through here, I guess. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to even bother researching them, at least at the moment. And we have that ground bore thing, so we don't need to make water. I think it would be awesome if the ground bore actually, you had to use some kind of explosive to pump it or something. It wasn't just something you could sit on the ground and it just worked. That's too easy for me. I didn't even add the water wells mod because that was too easy for me. So I try not to use those ground wells too awful much. But we're not making sulfuric dioxide too awful much right now, so we're not getting much sulfur dioxide or sulfuric acid, so we're not able to run military science too much since we chose to go that route. So I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to start using our sulfur that we're getting here. We've already got 1.4K of it with oxygen to make extra sulfur dioxide. So let's look at the charcoal thing real quick, which we're actually running low on pellets for the thing, so we probably should put in a few more of these first. I'm guessing we're probably going to want way more than what I have here. We definitely need to put in like 3 more. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not going to be able to do that until we get more of these, because it's like 3 of these to 1 of these. So this one barely ever gets to actually run. So let's see how we're doing on the actual green over here. Oh, we're doing great. Alright, so let's see here. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 3 there. Just trying to decide how I want to ramp this up. Because I can put 3 of them down here. Actually, give me a minute. Let me work this out and I'll be back. Alright, so I basically just rerouted this going down so I could add in 3 more of them. Which it looks like we're actually running low on the first ones there. So what I'm gonna do is kill power to everything, and we're basically going to screw that up and click in the wrong spot. There we go, and that'll feed us a second line up there, and that'll take care of those 3. Alright, so now we got all of those running. These 2 are kept completely full. So now we can go ahead and kick in the next one here. Which, let's get a electric pole put there. Have that output there. And there, that should keep those 3 running decently. We might even be able to put in a 4th one. But that should keep these guys running. Well, still only keeping the 1 going. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna need... These things are slow as shit. How are we doing? Let's figure out what we're doing next here. Intermediate reach. Okay, so we got all those that intermediate. Pump jack research, which is going to give us pump jack 2. We probably should start on lubricant. Let's get started on that. Alright, so we're definitely coming down. We're making more cellulose than what these are using. So we can definitely put an extra one of these in. Our power is fine. So let's see how that does. Still not keeping that 1 on. Holy crap. And how are we doing? We're still at 2.4 over here. We're going down to 2.3 now. How are we doing on the wastewater? We may actually not set up the carbon. We could use wood, because I do believe there's a recipe where we can turn wood into, well, we can turn wood straight into coal, apparently. That should be charcoal, not coal. Wood board, wood chest. There's the cellulose fiber, so we could do it that way and use cellulose fiber to make the wood pellets. I still can't believe they have this recipe for turning wood into coal just by cooking it in a furnace. That is a horrible recipe. They definitely should change that from where that becomes charcoal instead of coal. But yeah, one of these days I might actually get into understanding how to change these recipes and fix some of this shit myself. But I don't know. Sounds like a lot of damn work. I probably don't want to mess with. It's probably not as simple as doing it in Minecraft. And to be fair, I don't usually do it in Minecraft. I have somebody else do it. Because I don't like doing it there either. But I was going to try to make carbon, but I think we're just going to leave this the way it is for now, because we're actually filling up on carbon dioxide down here, which is good. Why are we out of... We have limestone right there. Why is that not... What the hell is going on? There we go. Oh, what the hell screwed up with that? We're full on bricks, so that's good. Oh, that's radar 2, okay. Guessing we probably should start working on those 3 soon. Could also work on those. Let's work on flammables and get that done. Yeah, this is actually working its way down. So we probably should not do the carbon thing that I was going to do. Plus, like I said, we're actually doing good on it at the moment. Now that we set these up, and we can also... I made a bunch of these so we can upgrade these as well from liquefier 1s to liquefier 2s. And then once we take the liquefier 2s out that are up there, we can go ahead and upgrade them. Where are they? There they are. So I've got 3 of them, so I can go ahead and do that, and that'll change them over and then we can put them back in, and we can upgrade all of these, and they'll run a little bit faster than what they are currently. So since I think we have this taken care of, we need to start looking at making plastic next, so we can get batteries. And for that, we decided we were going with either natural gas. I think we were going with natural gas, actually. So we need to figure out this right here. We need to put a pump jack on a gas well, and that'll give us natural gas. So that's what we're going to look into next time, and we're going to get started down that long line of getting to plastics so we can finally start making batteries and finally start making some solar. See if we can get off of some of this solid fuel rather than upping the way of making solid fuel. So I will see you guys next time, and we'll get started on that.